David, what do you think those values are today that's important?
I like to imagine that being an architect is a profession, you know, and to me that's different to having a job. You know, it has responsibilities you have to, or you could say, as my wife often knows, well, you've done nothing about helping the poor, so don't give me that crap. But nevertheless, you know, when I think you have a larger responsibility beyond yourself. I think a lot of architecture is to do with self-expression. I don't. Maybe I disagree with that. I don't think it's got anything to do with self-expression. It's an intensely public art. You can't avoid it. It's the one art form you can get a mortgage for. You can go to the bank. You can't go to the bank and say, look, I want to buy that urinal by Duchamp. Will you lend me about 20 minutes? They'll just tell you to go away. But if you say, I want to borrow a lot of money to build an apartment building, they might get quite interested. So I just think in that sense it is much more public than any other art form, whether it's poetry or sculpture. I can ignore a painting, I can not read a poem, and I think it has to be optimistic. I know there's a kind of architecture which is sort of can be quite dystopian. I guess in the School of Architecture, if you want to discuss a kind of dystopian architecture, I think you can, like the early work of, you wouldn't know Factory 15, have you heard of that? Factory 15 kind of present a really kind of bleak, dark view of the city. I think as a student you can, but I don't think as a professional you can. So.
The whole thing is supported by a metal L section, which is going the full length underneath, and we have just two legs on either side.
Oh, really?
And the strength of the L section bolted into screwed into
Will you see the L section, or will it be in the middle underneath?
It will be, maybe we should lay this down. Yeah. So
that L section's got to span 4.8.
Yes. Yeah. So we have 18mm ply on top, and then we attach the 20mm L section, the entire length underneath. So this is then the piece with another one on the other side here, and that's going the full length. And so if we screw this in here, the strength of that should be able to span the 5 meter.
Okay, ideally what I would like is when you make the table, if you put holes in the middle, so like holes. Yeah, same as what they did for the other event. We did the eggs event. So if you have like very pliable table comes through, the XLR lead is about, say, 4 centimeters. So if you've got again like a 5 centimeter diameter hole, we can bring the lead on, the base sits on top of it. Okay. Not on top of it, but next to the wall. And then just plug it to the base, one in front on the top, and then one in front is a gooseneck. It bends a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the plug could go through.
I can show if you guys coming.
What were your personal drivers in in architecture? If you said that it wasn't as means of self-expression, then what do you think, or are your drivers in architecture? Like if it's not self-expression, if it's not art?
Technology.
Technology.
Yeah, I suppose you might say, well, that's another kind of self-expression. I've always thought that architecture kind of travels on a trajectory that is determined by technology, not because of necessarily the way architecture is built, because technology also is constantly transforming society, isn't it? You know, all the technologies that you have transformed the way you communicate and are really changing everything to a huge degree. You know, Trump is an extraordinary example, isn't he? He's got there by tweeting.
Yeah.
Do you all tweet? Do you all do that?
No.
Yeah. But without it, where would he have been? And so then there's all a discussion about the truth and everything. And that's been set up in my mind. I know that it's a very particular view of history. How can you, what is history? So I was brought up on the view, yes, that history is not, Karl Marx said history is not a history of personalities, didn't he? Whereas we're often taught a history of personalities is Frank Gehry did this, Hitler did that, Napoleon did the other. But there's another view which is a view of history that it's changed by technology. There was a very interesting book. Did you read it, Eddie? But I think it was called Guns and Germs. Trying to explain why the Industrial Revolution happened in Northern Europe, basically, and why did Northern Europe become so dominant in the world. And now it's sort of it's through technology and germs. This is what the book claims. We, Northern Europeans, marauded around the world with their new guns and spreading disease. That's a nasty question to ask somebody. Where are your principles? Where are yours?